BRB Doing Disney explores a more mature side of Disney. We want to keep the magic alive for everyone for as long as possible. So before we dive into today's content, we want to make it clear that this podcast is intended for a mature audience. Our discussions often include adult themes, strong language, and a critical analysis of Disney's more complex elements, which could include peeking behind the magic curtain and may not be suitable for younger mouse ears. Listener discretion is advised.
Fuck yeah. One of Crumble's cookies this week is a dirt cake topped with a gummy worm and a chocolate peanut butter pie.
And also the
Cass. Pumpkin roll.
Probably pumpkin cream cheese.
I love how we haven't even finished the box of Crumble that's sitting on our table right now, and we are already looking at the menu for this week.
Still have ice cream sandwiches in the fridge.
Yes.
Basically, Gideon's.
Basically, up until now, this is all bullshit. We're not putting anywhere.
It'll go in the outtakes.
It'll happen.
Welcome back to BRB Doing Disney. I'm Cass.
I'm Shanira.
And I'm Megan.
And we are so glad to have you guys back for the magical chaos of another episode. We are talking about our perfect park days. I know we kind of said that we were going to be doing some bounding stuff, but I think we're going to set that aside for a little bit later and then get a little bit more planning kind of fun stuff, how we would plan our park days in first before we go into like a deeper dive on like what outfits we wear and bounding on a budget and things like that. So snuggle in. It has been kind of warmer the last little bit here in the Midwest, so it hasn't been so super cold, but we are still very snuggled up and cozy here in our little makeshift pod lab. So without further ado, let's dive into it. So we decided that we wanted to do an episode per park. So we are doing Magic Kingdom today. We are going to be going and saying what our perfect park day would be. And then I think to finish it all up, we will be adding in a kind of very quick round robin of if money was no object, how would we do the day?
I think just like one more thing that you would add to your like perfect park day. So like how you would want your day to go now. And then like if you had unlimited funds, what's one more thing you would add to your day?
I don't know if I need unlimited funds. I feel like I need unlimited time.
Well,
like I want like a 48-hour day.
Like the beauty of it though, you can go back.
That's true. So I guess we can start. We'll start with you, Meg.
Magic Kingdom, first thing. Walking into the park. I think the first thing we always do is, well, first of all, before we get to the park, obviously at 7 a.m., we have to wake up and get our Tron virtual queue.
That's essential.
Yes.
Which honestly, I can skip Tron. I don't really give a shit. It's fun, but like, it's not my like number one.
Do we have a favorite time to go to Magic Kingdom? Like whether it's time of the year, day of the week?
Christmas.
Okay, I figured you'd probably say something like that.
Absolutely Christmas.
I'm gonna counter Christmas personally, but it's magical. Don't get me wrong, I freaking love it. But like a nice Tuesday during off season.
I think for me, day of the week is changing based off of if there's something else going on in the park, like how late it's open. You know, like. Because if Tuesday's a party night, which it is in October and September and August,
that might be part of my plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna not go to Magic Kingdom on a Tuesday. I'm gonna go a different day when it's open. It's full hours in the evening. I don't give a shit about the morning.
We're going to the party.
Yeah,
more parties, but also less expensive.
And only Halloween, because who cares about the rest? Unless Disney. You bring us the after hours events that Disneyland has, like Pride Night and Sweethearts Night, and all of the things that we keep asking for.
100%. If those come to Disney World, I will 100% be spending money and going to those like special after hours events.
If we're going to the party, we're not going to the park. Like,
yeah, we'll go.
We don't spend the
early.
day in the park and then go to the party.
Yeah.
Like, we spend the day doing other things and then go to the party later. But my favorite time of day to actually get to Magic Kingdom is like 11 a.m. Not rope drop. Not super early.
Yeah.
Like 11. 11's perfect.
So perfect park day without any kind of like restrictions would be get a Tron queue that isn't first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to be there because they still have the restriction on it.
Yeah. But I think the first thing we actually do when we get to the park is go find our photographer friends. Always.
That's true. Yes.
And like take all of our pictures that we want before we get sweaty and hot
Especially
and our hair
if we are
uncurls itself like
Yeah.
mine does all the time.
I say, especially if we're bounding or in outfits or trying to be cute.
Shout out to you, Eric.
Yes.
I would shout you out, TJ, but you're not a photographer
Yeah.
anymore.
But we're still gonna come find you.
It's true. It's true. We
Just
try
not
to
as
find
a
our friends
photog.
first when we get into the parks.
Yeah.
I would say like perfect park day too. Like perfect scenario, I could wake up in the mornings easier. But I don't.
Not with 47 alarms.
I said, in a perfect world.
Oh, you're saying if like we're removing all restrictions?
Yeah. But, like,
gotcha.
just in general, I think I really like to start my days at Magic Kingdom with a coffee, personally. Like, if I can get there in the morning, like a nice coffee on Main Street or from Tomorrowland.
I would say, yeah, just
and
hop over to, I don't know if I
Yes.
should be saying this, but just go over to Joffrey's in Tomorrowland because there's hardly ever a line.
Yeah,
but
not the Starbucks on Main Street. That's
Yeah.
not the
No,
vibe.
But you can still drink it on Main Street. Yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah. Find a nice hubgrass
I
spot.
was
Yes,
to literally say, I want to go
exactly.
grab a coffee and then I want to go sit, but I want to get there a little bit earlier than 11
Yeah,
because I want it
like-
to be a little cooler.
And
Yeah.
9:30 is kind of pushing it. I don't
Yeah.
know, for us.
I think it kind of depends on what, but yeah, if I want a coffee and like to chill, if that's like a perfect park day thing, I want to be there a little bit earlier to chill on the hub grass and like drink my coffee.
Disclaimer, it's never going to be perfect. So
No.
that's just something you have to live with.
I was so surprised that one of the trips we went, Jason was like, if you want to get a coffee at Starbucks, you can. And I was like, who are you? Who are you? Because he's very much like, no, don't stand in the line there. Like find one, which is where I was like, oh, I'll just go over to Joffrey's. That's why I learned. Like, I was like, oh, Joffrey's is over here, and there's like hardly any line ever. But
I prefer Joffrey's coffee over Starbucks anyways.
yeah,
It might just be my hot take from working at Starbucks when I was in college.
I
but
worked at Starbucks. It's not great coffee. You can fight me.
no, It's not.
I'll fight whoever in the comments. Starbucks is not the vibe. Okay, so we got Meg waking up at 7 to get Tron virtual queue.
And going back to sleep.
And then going back to sleep. And hopefully the virtual queue is after 11. And then we're going in and getting a coffee on Main Street, or coffee from somewhere in the park, and drinking it on Main Street and finding our photographer friends, and getting pictures done before we get too hot and sweaty and gross, especially if we are bounding, potentially sitting for a little bit on hub grass and chilling out before we start a day. And then are we thinking that Tron will be the next thing?
It'll come up whenever the thing is.
That's what I would say. I really liked I knew we've talked about it before, but like the day that we spent when there was the hurricane,
There was like
that
nobody
was
there.
great. And we were all super casual, like literally no expectations, like just having fun. That was like one of the best ways to like start out a late morning.
Yeah, and like we just kind of were like, well, do we want to go into the park? Because we weren't gonna go.
Yeah.
First thing, we were gonna chill until much later because we were doing our witchy outfits,
Mm-hmm.
and we were just like,
And there was a fucking
I'm a
hurricane.
big
True.
fan of the like starting
oh, that's right.
casual and going back to change too. So
Yeah.
then, like, yeah, I really liked that personally.
I think it took a lot of the pressure off of like, I mean, in terms of it took a lot of the pressure off because we were able to get a couple of things done. And then that way, like, okay, well, we did them. So if we don't get them done in the evening, then it's not going to be a big deal. But we also, that was the morning we went to Port Orleans for beignets too, which was really cool. I really
Which
liked that.
Theoretically would be possible
And a cafe au
if
lait.
they had the same beignets at Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
But
Except They don't yet. Yeah, so they have the like cronut beignet type things, but
for February.
Yeah, and it's kind of they're trying to gauge interest. I don't know if that's the best way to do that.
No.
By not bringing real beignets. Yeah, that's really stupid, Disney.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand, and I've heard that they're delicious, and I love me a good cronut. Like, don't get me wrong, but like, don't tell me that they're beignets when we have beignets at Port Orleans, and then tell me you're gauging interest, because people are going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to go get these beignets, and they'd be like, oh, I don't want these beignets. So then people are going to be like, they're not beignets, and then people aren't going to go.
They're also not shaped like Mickey, which is extra sad.
Yeah.
Us celiacs never get the Mickey shaped anyways, but
waffles.
Still, they're nice to look at while other people eat.
You get Mickey waffles.
It's true.
I think for me, I like that. Like, I would hit up probably Port Orleans for beignets and a cafe au lait, and then take my time to get into the park if it were like my perfect park day, or like any other kind of like resort breakfast-y type situation. I'm not normally a big breakfast person, but I love a coffee and a pastry. We went to Riviera. We got on the Skyliner at the Riviera in our last trip, and we got a coffee there.
Not for Magic Kingdom, we didn't.
Not for Magic Kingdom, no. But the coffee at the Riviera was also very good, and the vibes there were really cool too. So like, I would say for me, hitting up a resort first and getting like a coffee and a pastry would be a really good day. But like later in the morning, like 10, and then going over to Magic Kingdom from there. And then, so what's next after we've done our morning things? What is next for you guys? Comes after that? What are we writing? What are we experiencing?
I feel like in real life, normally Pirates is next. I don't know why Pirates tends to be our very first ride every time we go to Magic Kingdom. It just has like panned out that way, that we're like waiting for a DAS for something else.
We've also started with, I feel like, Jungle Cruise.
Yes, I was
like
gonna
that
say
Adventureland area.
Jungle Cruise always during the day, like always before it gets dark, so you can see everything. But I feel like for whatever reason, like in our real life, Pirates is first,
which adds up now because then we can visit TJ.
It's true. Then, while we wait for our DAS to pop up for Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's one of the things. If we do advanced selections for DAS, however those pop up during the day, that's, you know, we have to take those into consideration. But yeah, I think it ends up being, because we do want to do Jungle Cruise during the day, typically we get an earlier thing. So depending on if we have Jungle Cruise for DAS, or if it is if it's not a super long wait, I think it does end up being like Adventureland for Pirates and or Jungle Cruise first.
And if we're over there and I am not full of breakfast, I'm getting an I Lava You float from Sunshine Tree Terrace.
And then we're gonna loop back around in the evening and she's gonna get another one.
Exactly. Zero shame in my lava float game. Also, I've learned to get that earlier in the day as well, because every time I wait until the evening, they tend to run out of something, whether it's the soda or the orange Dole Whip or whatever,
or the machine breaks.
So yeah, pro tip: get the snacks you really, really want early.
Yes. Not like you're gonna have very many options in Magic Kingdom, because
well, that's the other thing too. If you actually want to eat like decent food in Magic Kingdom, you have to make sure that you go to
Hipper Canteen.
That, or what I was gonna say was what's the one that's across from Pirates?
Tortuga Tavern.
Tortuga Tavern, because they close at like 1 PM or something freaking stupid.
Yeah.
But their food is good. So
yeah, if
you have your heart set on Tortuga, make sure that you get that earlier in the day too.
And where are they doing Tiana's beignets? It's where there's like that fry place that's right across the thing from Tortuga, right? When you're turning the corner to the right and heading into Frontier. Isn't that where they're doing them? Or am I
so I can't remember what it's called.
Because we haven't gotten there because they close early too. They have like chicken fingers or fries and stuff, I think, normally. Or like a snack.
They are at the Golden Oak Outpost. So yes, that is where they are.
Yeah.
But only through March 1st. If you're listening after March 1st of 2024, who knows? Yeah. Who knows if you can get them in Magic Kingdom?
Yeah, right? Maybe they'll have the good beignets. Maybe we'll get like maybe they won't, but maybe they'll turn Pecos Bills into Tiana's Place.
That would be lovely.
That would.
Yeah. I would love that. Because there's not a lot of room.
Also, Golden Oak Outpost is only open from 12 to 5. So you have a very limited window.
Yeah.
To get the things you want.
Yeah, I think that's why we haven't ever really gotten them. Because like we've either gotten there too soon and they aren't open yet. And then we end up eating and then they are open. And then we're like, oh, we don't want to get anything right now. And then it's 5 o'clock or after 5. And we're like, oh, hey, they're closed. So there's that. Better options for Magic Kingdom for food, please and thank you.
Always and forever.
So we got Pirates and Jungle Cruise, and then
Dole Whip.
I think we're pushing into lunch.
Shan? What's next?
I honestly,
we're just gonna okay. Keep this going around. We're taking turns.
Ideal MK day. We started the day out casual. We knocked all these things out of the way. We feel good. We went on Tron. You know.
We got Jungle Cruise and Pirates out of the way.
Going back to change and or alternative. We're already in the clothes we want, and now it's time for a monorail bar crawl. Personally, I think that a good way to split up an MK day is by hopping through the monorail resorts at some point, even if you're not hitting all of them.
I like that.
Grab a drink.
You can get some lunch,
some food.
Yeah,
some better food.
Yeah.
And who doesn't love? I mean, they're all great. All the resorts.
Yeah, I mean, we've had good experiences.
Even on, what was it? I did a solo day at Magic Kingdom and I did brunch at Poly, and that was so much fun. Like I was literally by myself. It was a character brunch.
Yeah.
Let's meet Lilo and Stitch and Mickey, and have a gluten-free waffle bar with a mimosa flight, and then go back for my Tron reservation. Like, are you kidding me?
I mean,
you can't beat that,
right?
Well, maybe if I had, friends there with me.
Maybe if I had friends, that would be better.
Yeah. We can recreate that day sometime.
So we're beating the heat after riding Tron and getting our first few rides in, getting our photos and meeting our friends. And then we're probably going to do lunch and some drinks, potentially leaving and changing and coming back. Perfect park day for me would be that we are coming back for Mickey's Not So Scary. That's like perfect park day. Like we've done the things during the day.
I second that.
And then we're getting ready. We've had a couple of drinks. Maybe we're pre-gaming because you can't get alcohol very easily in the park. So we're drinking in the room as we're getting ready. And then we're going back. But on a typical non-party day, what are we doing after that? Once we're back in the park.
You're the next person in line, so you get to answer that question.
Well, if it's not a party day, probably going to be getting DAS. If it's still warm, probably Haunted Mansion. Just hitting up Haunted Mansion because it's nice and cool, super fun. It's one of my must-dos. I try to ride it every time we go. Yeah, and getting them, some Hatbox Ghost and Madame Leota and Constance. I am also one of those people who recite the intro in the stretching room, and you can fight me on it. I'm normally pretty quiet, but I do recite it. I think for me, since we're kind of over in that area, I'm gonna go look for Peter and see if it's our Peter and go say hi, especially if it is a party day and we're in costume, because I don't think he's ever seen us not in some kind of outfit. So but yeah, go over, see if Peter's around, go say hi.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna say character interactions.
Yeah,
at some point.
Yeah, especially if we're in outfits. So then we're gonna go, I guess, get pictures again.
We do that pretty much all day, every day.
Yeah. Yeah, pictures. Buy the photo pass, the memory maker.
It's worth it.
$99 for the year.
If you have an annual pass.
If you have an annual pass. I don't know how much it is for.
Still worth it.
Yeah, it's still worth it. Capture a moment. I think park day, like a perfect park day, would include a capture a moment somewhere. in there, depending on what's going on. And then what are we doing next?
Okay.
Going to Tomorrowland.
Okay. Yeah.
Riding the People Mover.
You know,
trying to see Stitch. I don't what.
Have I told you guys I've never ridden the People Mover?
There's a lot of things you haven't done. You haven't been to the Tiki Room. You haven't ridden the People Mover. I'm pretty sure you haven't been in the Carousel of Progress, which I haven't done that either.
Carousel of Progress.
I haven't done
Thank
that.
You.
No. Okay, well, I haven't done that one. So
I haven't done that in decades.
There are a lot.
I was a child.
There are just some things that I have not prioritized previously.
Well, if you need a nap, Hall of Presidents.
I've done Hall of Presidents.
Carousel of Progress. Those are going to be your nap time in the cool dark. It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Dude, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is only a 60-minute wait right now.
Let's go. Dude, right now.
It's 9, almost 10 o'clock there. What time does Magic Kingdom close?
I don't know, but it says it's a 60-minute wait right now, so...
That's funny. I was actually going to say Seven Dwarfs next at some point.
One of these days we're going to say that. We're going to be like, okay, pause. And then we're going to be like, okay, so we just got back from riding Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
No, cue immediately cut to us just wind, and screaming.
Just insert.
See, I would always wait for Seven Dwarfs because normally the line is so long that I don't want to wait in that line.
Yeah.
So we just wait until the very last thing that evening.
We do wait till the end.
Yeah, because you can't get that on DAS yet.
Really?
You advanced selection. You can't get it on DAS.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah. So we went into Tomorrowland, rode the People Mover. Are we riding Carousel of Progress while we're over there?
I always skip it.
Completely avoiding
Perfect day.
the
We
Speedway.
do Buzz Lightyear, and I get Galactic Hero, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen for me.
We ride Space Mountain.
Yes.
While we're there.
I am not a big fan of Buzz Lightyear.
I hate that ride.
I'm just competitive, and I want.
To be clear, Magic Kingdom is open for 15 more minutes.
And it's a 50. So if you're getting in line,
it's a 60-minute wait for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train right now. So might as well wait until about 13 minutes from now to hop that line.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't like it because I can never. It's not like Midway Mania where you can see where your ammo is going.
Fair.
Yeah.
So I can't ever see if I'm hitting it. And so I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm going the right direction, but
yeah,
I have no idea.
Get that.
And so I just kind of get frustrated about it. Yeah, and then we're completely avoiding the Speedway.
Yeah, definitely.
Because why does it still exist? I think we're gonna do some ride redos soon, and we're gonna
reimagine some things.
Yeah, we're gonna reimagine some rides, and that's gonna be very top of my list because I have some notes about the Speedway in Tomorrowland.
There are just so many ways you could improve it.
Oh my gosh, so many ways, so many ways. I mean, Tomorrowland in general, we can do some.
It's fallen.
She needs some work
anymore.
No. Astro Orbiter can just disappear into orbit. Okay, so we hit up Tomorrowland. I think it's time for a snack. Where are we going for snacks?
No, we're in Tomorrowland, that's for sure.
Since it's Magic Kingdom, for me, it's either
probably
popcorn or
nowhere
Mickey
else,
bar.
to be
That's
honest.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably hit up
I do like my
Joffrey's again.
popcorn. Oh! I just remembered. The confectionery.
I knew that's what you were gonna say.
You can do the candied popcorn.
Oh yeah,
I would definitely do that again. I'm so glad I remember that because I'm doing that next week.
Hey,
I'll bring it home.
Are you gonna bring us home some caramel coochie?
Of course.
Okay.
I'll smuggle all the goods home that you guys want.
You don't have to smuggle them.
Yeah,
You
I
can
know.
literally just bring them.
Put them in my suitcase. Yeah. Fair.
You went to Disney Springs at all?
You were-
I don't know. I don't need you to bring me home Gideon's. But I want.
you.
No, I don't. You don't have to wait in line for Gideon's. What I want is a menu, and you can just go up and ask them. So if you go to Disney Springs, just be like,
absolutely do that.
I just want a menu. You do not have to stand in line.
I think for me, I wouldn't have left on a bar crawl. I would have waited till now to go get some dinner.
Okay, that's fair.
Or
Or
I would go to Skipper Canteen at this point for dinner, as long as they had reservations available.
Yeah, they always
for good snacks.
Yeah,
like, and I'm waiting until the end of the night to get another Dole Whip.
Yeah, we could also do the egg rolls. I know that you can't have them, but
spring rolls.
The spring rolls are typically pretty good.
Yeah.
For like a quick like midday, if you need something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know everyone loves the corn dogs at Casey's, but I'm just not a corn dog fan.
I like corn dogs, but I feel like we could do better than Casey's.
Also, if you haven't been to Skipper Canteen and you haven't had the Brazilian cheese bread, it is not on the menu and it is inherently gluten-free. And it's delicious.
It's very, very good. I always get the capachas. Is that how you say that? I'm pretty sure it's capachas. So good.
Oh, for eating at Skipper Canteen?
Yeah.
Oh, I always get the shrimp fried rice. My favorite. It's an appetizer. You can get it as a meal.
I'm probably saying that wrong.
So good.
Here, let me open up my Disney experience and see how.
Also, we forgot to ride Big Thunder.
Oh shit.
Big Thunder always goes down now. So
after we eat, that sounds like a great idea. Perfect park day. Actually, it really doesn't bother me.
No, I don't typically have that issue when I'm riding rides. Like I don't like I can eat. Yes.
I just remembered that Splash was closed. I would have totally said that earlier in the day when it was hot.
Yeah.
Splash.
I mean, right now, yeah, we can't. Eventually,
yeah, heat of the day.
Eventually, it'll be our favorite.
Yes.
Or I mean, eventually it'll be on our perfect park day. But right now we can't.
Be back.
But if we ate dinner, that probably means that it's time to go get to where we're watching the fireworks.
Cry.
Yep,
that's true.
We're gonna go cry as always,
and we're gonna get there a little bit early,
like 45 minutes, 30 minutes before it starts. We are not going to be waiting at Cosmic Rays until 5 minutes before it starts.
In the crowd that we did last time, and oh my god,
awful. Freaking
like
awful.
Getting claustrophobic just thinking about it.
Yeah, it's terrible. I hate it.
Yeah. No, if it gets to be like, I don't care how long we've been waiting, just cancel it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never going to Cosmic Rays again.
Yeah.
Given the choice.
That was rough for sure. That's why you always pack, protein bars and snacks. That way, if
hop the monorail and get dinner at the Poly.
Yeah.
Or honestly, like perfect. Going to the Contemporary. We're hanging out at it just
Garden
escaped
Grove?
me. No, that's an Epcot.
Oh, California.
No, the bar Contemporary.
I mean, perfect park day. We are getting invited up to the DVC Villains Lounge at the Contemporary to watch the fireworks.
Yeah.
Shout out if you have DVC and can get us into the Villains Lounge. Just saying.
I mean, perfect breakfast. We would have started at the Contemporary at Steakhouse 71 with bottomless mimosas.
We've been around the monorail like 4 times this day.
Perfect park day. I am just on the monorail.
Yeah, Magic Day is just a monorail park crawl.
Just a bar crawl. Food and
where's Shan? She's back just on the monorail. She's by herself, but she's happy.
She's happy.
Let her be.
I don't know why I can't think of what it's called, but I can see it in my head.
It used to be on a list because I was like, hey, I want to do these things because I did want to start when we went in for the 4th of July when we flew in, I was like, oh, okay, so I was going to do a whole like pub or a bar crawl, the monorail bar crawl that night, and I was like, okay, if we start here we can do this and this and this.
Also,
so tired.
Not the Contemporary. I was wrong. Grand Floridian. No, that was me. That was my fault. Yeah, we're going to Citrico's. Instead of anywhere else.
To watch the fireworks?
No.
Oh,
for dinner.
Oh, yeah. Keep in mind, Citrico's does have a
dress code,
mild dress code.
But like, we're not going in our casual wear from earlier in the day. We've already switched clothes.
Yeah, we've already changed into ball gowns and.
Yeah, we're going to Citrico's for dinner.
The question is, are we in?
Yeah, what are we wearing?
Are you allowed to go in like costume? Like if we were in our Princess Pirates?
Yeah, you're just not allowed to wear like
I mean,
bathing
if it's a
suit.
dress,
And then also keep your hands off of the cast members.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. His daughter is a cast member, and he was treating another cast member like that. I was floored.
I can't.
He's treating a cast member like that.
Can't.
I hate to be his wife.
All because he was told to...
That he couldn't wear his bathing suit.
Yeah.
Anyways, keep your hands to yourself if you're a grown-ass adult.
Yeah.
Citrico's doesn't open until 5, just so you know, like the restaurant. However...
Oh, I was like, the restaurant? We were definitely there.
Did we catch the
5.
parade?
The lounge.
No.
No, we did not catch the parade. We will skip the parade.
Perfect Park Day, it is
Magic
happens.
No, but like right now it's Festival of Fantasy and we don't give a shit about that.
Perfect Park Day it is.
Yeah, Citrico's doesn't open till 5 right now. I know it opened earlier before.
Interesting. I wonder why.
I just looked it up. I don't know.
So we're having small plates at Citrico's.
I mean, we can have a full dinner in the actual restaurant.
Plates.
Oh, interesting, because it definitely tells me that it's small plates.
Are you looking at the lounge?
It just says Citrico's.
On the Disney app, there's Citrico's and Citrico's Lounge. So.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Google just says that it's small plates and cocktails.
Nope. It definitely has oak grilled filet mignon, guava barbecued short ribs. That sounds amazing. Truffle mac and cheese.
You can't have that, Shira.
That's why it sounds so good. It's because it's forbidden. The forbidden foods. Anyways.
Yeah.
So we watched the fireworks. We had a delicious dinner, not at the Contemporary. And now, like...
Well, we had dinner and then we're watching the fireworks, right?
Right.
Okay.
And now everyone is clearing out of the park, which is the best part of the day. Yes. Because everyone is leaving and we are not.
All of the screaming children are leaving.
Yep. And
we're hanging out.
We're hanging out.
Hopping in Mine Train.
We're
right
usually
before.
riding rides until, like, we're doing things until it's time to hop in line for 7 Doors Mine Train.
We will also, if it is a magic hours,
I just say you stick around as long as possible.
Well, we try to hit up photo passes when there's less people in the park. So we hopped in 7 Dwarves. Meg got her last Dole Whip
before they closed,
and everything was perfect and they weren't missing anything.
Then we mosey out. Emphasis on the mosey.
We stay. So we maybe shop a little because shops are open an hour later.
Ambience.
And then typically
admire the castle.
We'll go out and sit in front of the castle until they literally kick us out. We have done that so many times.
I will sit on the ground. I don't even care.
Literally laid on the ground in front of Cinderella's castle until security has come by and just been like, okay, we have to ask you to leave. They're always super nice though. They're always super sweet about it, which makes it so much better. One time we were sitting out there and there was literally nobody, and one of the security guards came by and he was like, everything okay, guys? And we're like, yeah, it's our last night. We're just trying to get as much time with the castle as we can. And he was like, okay, no problem. And he like went off and I'm going to assume did his rounds and then came back and was like, he's like, okay, I hate to do it, but I gotta ask you guys to leave. And like just let us very slowly walk out. Never once made it feel like we were in trouble or that we weren't welcome or anything like that. Even let us stop to get like pictures. I have pictures of a completely empty Main Street from one of those trips, which was phenomenal. So definitely recommend taking some time at the end of the night and like just waiting respectfully to get those last few moments with the castle. They don't do the last kiss goodnight though anymore, which is sad. I hope they bring that back. So Perfect Park Day, they bring that back and you get the last kiss goodnight. Yeah, so we're doing some shopping and then what? Hopping back on the monorail?
Crawling back, literally.
To Trader Sam's.
Hell yeah.
There's some drinks and probably maybe a little bit of food. More food because it's probably been a couple of hours. So we get some more food at like
Kona to go.
Kona, yeah. Because I don't think you probably wouldn't be able to get into Ohana. They're probably closed, but Kona will have some food. And they've got the other one, Captain it's not Captain Hook. What is it? The other like kind of quick servicey. Because they're actually pretty good too. Can't remember. I'm gonna like look it up and be like, oh yeah, what is it? My Disney experience. Tell me what it is.
Captain Cook's.
Captain Cook's.
Close to Captain Hook.
Yeah.
They're open till 11.
Yeah.
You can get food there.
Yeah, absolutely. Grab some food.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Like actually, physically, I'm hungry.
Here. Yeah, probably a couple more drinks. Figure out what lounges are still open aside from Trader Sam's. Probably because you'll have a little bit of a wait because Trader Sam's closes late. So get on the wait list for Trader Sam's. Figure out if there's another bar that you can hop on.
You can get a Dole Whip with 2 shots of rum.
Oh, yes. You can.
Apparently Trader Sam's is only open until 11 right now. That's weird.
I mean, it's Thursday.
It's Wednesday, but yeah.
Oh, it is Wednesday. Don't want to go back to work tomorrow. Finishing out our night on a drinking note. We go to Trader Sam's. We are crawling out of Trader Sam's and heading back to the resort.
Soaking my feet in Epsom salts and getting in bed.
And then...
And being content because I spent the day in my favorite place with my favorite people and I ate the foods that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
And I cried, as I always do.
Perfect park day.
It's a perfect park day.
I say perfect park day. I'm crawling into a Disney resort bed.
Nah.
Perfect park day for you, Meg. I know what this answer is. But what is your firework show choice?
Oh, that's so easy.
As I said, I knew what it was for you.
Enchantment. Absolutely. 100% all of the time. Always and forever. I know we complain about Festival of Fantasy, but I will never complain about Enchantment.
Bring back Enchantment. Do it a little better.
I know everyone loves Happily Ever After, but y'all can come at me. It's fine. I don't care. You're wrong. You're entitled to your wrong opinion.
All right, Shanira, you?
Happily Ever After. It's my correct opinion for me. But if like No Limits existed, I want to see a remake of Wishes. I want Wishes to come back with projections and all that cool stuff. That would probably top it for me. But yeah, Happily Ever After.
I want like Perfect Park Day. I want Enchantment and Happily Ever After. Like, if it was like,
¿Por qué no los dos?
Yeah, I want both because
Shocker.
They yeah. Hey, listen. But it's because they both have like a lot of like meaning to me, and so yeah. Also, Perfect Park Day. I am at Mickey's Not So Scary, and we are watching the Spooktacular, and we get the Sanderson sisters. So there's that too. So because we didn't get that last time because it rained and we waited and we did not see the first one, and so we waited till the very end, and at 12:03 they were like, all right, bye. And I was like, no, we missed it. They canceled the show because it was raining because there was a hurricane. But yeah, we are very clearly a Happily Ever After and Enchantment family here. So, that's a perfect park day if we were planning it like as a group. So, if money was no object, what would you do on your perfect park day at Magic Kingdom?
I would stay at the Polynesian bungalows.
The night before?
And the night of.
Okay.
Like my trip. I would stay at the Polynesian bungalows. I would do Victoria and Albert's for dinner instead of Citrico's at the Grand Floridian. And I would do probably the fireworks cruise just because I really want to do that. And I know that it's not like that expensive, but it's just not a thing that we've ever done. And so that's what I would do. And then of course I would do all of those other things as well.
Gotcha. How about you, Shanira?
Shan? I would stay at any of the resorts on the monorail. But one I've always wanted to do is Bay Lake Towers with a park view. Like, I think it would be really nice. Anyways,
I'm gonna have my Disney card taken away. Where is that?
It's the contemporary. It's like the DVC part of the contemporary.
I don't know all of the DVC
you can get
tower names.
A nice like 1-bedroom suite with a kitchen and all that. You know,
nice
park view or a water view so that you can see the the electrical water.
Oh yeah,
yeah, which would be super cool. no money's no option.
No.
I'm on a VIP tour all day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously, so they're escorting us around. We're not waiting for anything.
I would do that at a different park, honestly. Wouldn't do it at Magic Kingdom.
Really? Well, yeah.
I mean, if money was no object, obviously we would be on a VIP tour every day. But like,
okay, fine. So, assuming we can't do a VIP tour every day,
would Magic be your park?
If I had to choose just one, no.
Okay.
No. Probably not. No. But similar to the fireworks cruise, but I would do the dessert party. The firework dessert party. I've always wanted to do one of those. But
they don't have very good options for gluten-free.
They really don't. They are super fun though.
I know.
It was very fun.
Pro tip, if you're going to do it, do the one after the fireworks, not before.
Yes. Because they don't kick you out.
Yep.
And they give you all of the extra stuff that's left over. They keep coming around going, hey, do you want this? Hey, do you want this? Do you want more? Hey, do you want this? And they bring it to you. And then you end up with like 4 drinks on your table and like all of these little cute little snacks that they keep giving pops. You. And then they will sing you happy birthday even if it's not your birthday. It was a very fun little experience. Even though I almost got ran over by a very large man when we were leaving the hub grass afterwards, and I was like, I've never wanted to actually fight a human being at Disney, but I was real close to getting trespassed because he decided that he was mad at Jason because Jason was trying to get in front of him because we were being ushered out and he wasn't moving. So, and me being typically the end of the little train that we form, he decided that he wanted to run me over and literally stepped on my ankle to the point of like making it like bend out. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'm about to start a fight with this grown ass man.
Hot take, that's not even the best place to view the fireworks from.
It's true. The hub grass isn't, but it's nice because there wasn't quite like, it didn't seem quite as crowded because they do like sections.
I completely forgot. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. For me, ideal park day, I'm watching the fireworks from behind the castle with the princesses, not from Main Street or in front of the castle. I know you don't get the projections that way, but like, I don't know. I really, really enjoyed that.
That was really magical. Yeah, I like that. I think if money is no object, I'm staying at Grand Flow one night and a Poly Bungalow another. It doesn't matter which one. I don't care.
Rule 3, staying at a separate hotel the first night, like because everyone went to Poly, one at the Grand Flow,
and then we just all ended up back at the Poly
rooms.
Yeah, and then probably a VIP tour
at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, because I feel like all the other ones, for me, like the only thing that I could think of that would like edge it out would be potentially going into Tower of Terror, but like I don't know. I mean, I don't know where else you were gonna get like.
I guess most bang for your buck, Magic Kingdom is probably like the most rides you're gonna get.
Yeah, most crowded. I do feel like I could fuck up a Hollywood Studios day though with a VIP
yeah,
tour.
that's what I was gonna say.
You could really get everything in, like.
But I feel like we get everything in. Like,
well, there's always something we have to compromise. Like, whether like you know what I mean. Like, we're not getting Rockin' and Tower of Terror and Slinky Dog and Midway Mania.
100%. We've definitely gotten
Rise and Millennium Falcon.
Definitely done that.
And Ogas and the lightsaber photos.
Das though, so that helps a lot.
I was gonna say
we still haven't done all of that in one day though. Yeah, not recently.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's
Typically though, I mean, like you're still bound by like what's closed. So like even if you got a VIP at Hollywood now, you're not getting Rockin',
right?
So like,
oh, and Runaway Railway, I want to include that.
Yeah, we've hit all of the ones that we want to, I guess, is how I've never felt like we have left Hollywood Studios and not gotten everything that was like available that we wanted to. Now, like, again, if something was like down, obviously we can't like make up for that, but I've never been disappointed with our Hollywood days, honestly. Even when we had like walked off of Rise, there was a hot second where I think we walked off of Rise like almost every trip.
Yeah, I've never been disappointed with the studio stay either, to be clear.
3 times or something like that. So, but yeah, I think if I was gifted like oh, you know what it is? Perfect park day. I'm staying in the fucking Cinderella suite.
Okay.
One of the, either to start the night or to like to end it. One of the two. That's like money is no object, and I get like there's a way to get into the Cinderella suite. Cinderella suite VIP tour.
Or we could have started at Crystal Palace.
I don't know anything about Crystal Palace, honestly.
I haven't done it, honestly. I know they have churro waffles, but I don't think they have gluten-free churro waffles.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
It's not worth it.
Mostly because they don't make fun things gluten-free.
No.
Yeah, you can get gluten-free churros at Nomad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so VIP tour, staying in the Cinderella suite. I mean, if money no objects, like I think that's pretty much. I mean, I don't know if I would do Victoria and Albert, but Club 33.
Oh yeah.
Club 33. No money.
I was gonna add
object
that earlier.
is money is no object.
Mm-hmm.
Club 33.
Can't really do that for just one day though.
If you get invited.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Again, if you are someone who can invite us to do that, you
Club
should
33.
definitely do that.
Yes, please. That would be amazing.
I'd love you. I'll sell you my soul.
Yeah.
I will give you a big hug.
Anything in
love,
my power.
appreciation.
Yeah. Club 33. I mean, I know it is for everybody, and I know that there's lists, year-long lists to get on.
I want to go to the one at Land.
Yeah. Me too.
I want to get all 4 of them at World, just because I want to know what they all look like. I think next trip, I'm going to try to find them all. Like, I just want to walk past them. I know where it is in Hollywood Studios. I don't know if I know. Oh, yeah, we do. It's in Adventureland and Magic Kingdom. And then I saw where it was in Animal Kingdom, but I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly where it is, but it's kind of hiding in plain sight. And then in Epcot, not 100% sure where it is either. So I just want to go by them and see. Maybe stand next to it and see if people walk in. And be like,
knock on the door.
Hi. Any room up there for somebody?
Y'all take walk-ins?
Yeah, right. But yeah, I think that's for me. Yeah. Club 33. Stay at the Cinderella suite. And if that's not available, then I'll be at the Grand Flow and then Polly to finish out however that goes. And then I get whatever food and drink or whatever that I want. Oh, I had a question for you guys, and I think it kind of like goes into this, like, money is no object. You have been given $10,000 and you have an hour to spend it at Disney. Who are you taking? Where are you going? And what are you buying?
It's a very limited amount of time.
Doesn't include travel, correct?
No. Like, I'm gonna say it does not include
on Disney property. And
like, I'm already there.
Given.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you're on Disney property, and it doesn't include travel. But the second you walk into a store or somewhere where you can purchase things, your time like starts. So, but like ends when you leave. I'm making it a lot easier to like go to multiple places. But yeah, so like if you were like, oh, I want to go
I have to
shop
spend it on things.
No,
it's not a $10,000 shopping spree.
The $10,000 to spend at Disney however you want in an hour.
We're taking this so seriously.
I feel like I'm.
Like you've got this money, and we're like.
I feel like I'm booking Victoria and Albert's, getting as many nights as possible at the Grand Flow, and then eating at Citrico's, like getting into the restaurant.
Oh, can you book nights? Like, oh, that's smart. That's
right?
Smart.
Like, however many I can get for $10,000, I'm eating at these 2 places first, and then the rest of the money just goes into a stay.
I like that idea. See, I was thinking like from a business perspective. I'm an entrepreneur, right? So I'm going and buying like the Swarovski Crystal Castle
for $10,000.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna whatever I can get for 10 grand. And I'm holding on to that, and I'm going to flip it at some point. And then I'm going to have another $10,000 to do whatever I want with, or more, potentially. what if I get a one of a kind, and then it's worth more? So that would probably take about an hour, because I imagine there's a lot of paperwork you have to sign with a $10,000 crystal castle. And I imagine you don't just carry it out of the park, all of which I will know Wednesday next week. We could make this a reality.
You're just gonna go spend $10,000.
No, but I am meeting with the Arribas Brothers.
Oh, there
I
you
can
go.
ask them about how they move their things.
That's awesome. So Meg is booking her experiences and then using the money that she saves to spend.
But
for
theoretically,
shopping, huh?
if I could get in an hour, if I could buy that crystal castle and then like get over to Savi's and make a lightsaber just for the experience, I want to do that. But it's something that I don't know if I'd spend my own money on it.
There's not an Arribas Brothers in Hollywood.
I know,
Studios.
that's the problem. There's one in Epcot. Is there one in Epcot? I think there is.
No, I think it's only Magic Kingdom and Disney Springs.
Disney Springs. So Disney Springs might
There's
be
like
that.
there's like little like pop-up
Yeah.
stands, but there's
Yeah,
not like
there's
an
not like a
actual like the only
storefront,
place I've
yeah.
ever seen the actual like crystal like statue things
Yeah.
like you were talking about is Magic Kingdom and
Kingdom.
Studios, or I mean
Yeah.
in Springs.
I mean, money's no option. You get an Uber Black. You head right over.
Right.
Yeah.
Minivan it. Yeah.
Okay, money's no option. You're on the VIP tour, so they're just gonna take
no
you.
problem anyways.
Yeah, you just go like the back way to get into everybody, into everything.
Exactly. What about you? Have you thought you've had a chance to think about this? So have you come up with anything?
I have a chance to think. I've had a chance. Have I? No. I wanted to be just as surprised as you guys were. I was like, oh, this is a really good question. I'm not gonna put any thought into it. Have an hour.
Oh, to be clear, the chef's table at Victoria and Albert's,
Thank you for clarifying.
where the water is $200 a glass. This is why I need $10,000.
Yeah, right.
I feel like I'm only getting one night at the Great Pool if I'm eating at
It
Victoria
like
and
doesn't
Albert's
cover tip.
and Stitcher Coast, and then the leftovers is the hotel. I think I'm only getting one night. It's fine. I don't even care.
Because I think, well, Polly is what, 7?
It's a studio room.
I don't care. I'm there. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If money was no object.
But it is an object because you have $10,000.
Sorry, I was going back. If I had $10,000.
She's buying Gideon's for the night. She's literally gonna purchase like a private party at Gideon's. She's gonna invite all of her friends and everybody's gonna get cookies. For $10,000, Gideon's, would you do that?
Yeah. Hey, Gideon's, hit me up. If I hand you $10,000.
Oh, I know what you
Can
could
we
get for
do-
$10,000. 1 hour of the Haunted Mansion to yourself if you have already booked a Disney wedding.
Ooh, yes, that's true. You can.
Emphasis on the if you have
You've
already booked
spent the money for everything
Disney
else.
wedding.
It is literally $10,000.
Go look up the spooky blonde.
That's why I know this. It's literally $10,000 for 1 hour of the Haunted Mansion to yourself. Have to do it.
Oh yeah.
I think so, or Tower of Terror. One of those two. Yeah. Yeah, I think if I were doing $10,000, if I had $10,000 in an hour to spend it, I would try. I honestly would probably go to is it the glass, like the glass blowing place where you can get like the I think it's in Germany, in Epcot. Like they have like the really pretty glass crystal things. My grandmother used to collect them and we had a curio cabinet full
Yes,
of them.
that's where
So
they are.
I would spend some money there. Probably get some kind of custom something or other.
So she's in Epcot. She's got an hour.
Yep. And then
She's just gonna ride Guardians because
I know
fuck
what
it.
we could get with $10,000 in an hour in Epcot, besides crystals. But I'll let you decide.
And then I think if I'm in Epcot, probably, I guess I could go over and have like Garden Grill for food, but that's like, I feel like that's
you could do so much better than that.
So much better than that.
Better than that in an hour. Cass, come on.
Yeah, especially
you
for
deserve
food.
better.
The thing is like I'm just not like I could spend $10,000 on like Disney clothes, but like I don't need those things. So I'm trying to like have like meaningful things. So like a glass crystal thingy, you know, that would remind me of my grandmother. I would probably try to do, I mean, I think Savi's is at least a 30-minute experience, so I'd have to figure something out like there. I'd probably buy some Pandora stuff because I have a Pandora bracelet that I try to stop, but like
we're not going to Katumite or the tequila tasting at Cabo del Tequila, like.
Well, but again, we only have an hour. We only have an hour, and like I think the tequila tasting is like an hour.
Okay, but like you can start that. You can start that at the end of your hour. Like you've already spent the money. I'm pretty sure you have to prepay for it. Like you pay before it starts, and then you just like. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Like prepay for my meals and my hotels, and also like.
I could definitely like spend $10,000 very easily. It's just a matter of like, would it be meaningful? And that's the hardest thing for me, is whether or not it would be meaningful for me to spend that money. So I think I would probably try to figure out like experiences that I could do for that in that time frame for $10,000. Again, it would probably end up being something like Club 33 or something like that if I could get into, I would get into. But I would purchase meaningful souvenirs. Probably like a capture moment, because those are only like 20 minutes. It's like $100. So, but no, I don't really have like I have to buy these things. I'd probably spend a good chunk of money at Arribas Brothers just because I like sparkly things. But yeah, I think I would find the most meaningful souvenirs that I could for the amount of money and the amount of time, honestly. And like I'm sorry I don't have like a like super specific thing, but that would be like I had $10,000. That's what I would do.
That's nice. I'm gonna cash out.
Like, one and done.
I'm gonna take my money and make money from it.
Yeah, I'm a businesswoman. I can't help it.
And me, I'm cheating the hour because I'm spending the money within that hour, and then you savoring the rest of the experience.
3 more wishes.
Just booking out like.
Why not?
I would say, like, can you get a private? How much is it to buy out the Magic Kingdom for a private party?
Far more than $10,000.
They laugh at you for 10 racks.
If you have to spend $10,000 to get one ride for 1 hour, you best believe that buying out Magic Kingdom is way more than that.
It's just so crazy because like there have definitely been people that have been like, oh yeah, I'm having my wedding here, and it's a pretty small wedding, and boop, there it is. Like, sorry, like I mean, like you have to have it at like.
Are you ready? Are you ready for it?
I think I looked it up and it was like $150,000 or something like that to start.
1.5 milli.
Starts at for one evening, and I don't know what they mean by an evening. Hold on.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours.
Let's see.
11 p.m. to 1
What
a.m.
did they say? Like we saw somebody who
packages start at 180,000.
And it's after the park closes or before it opens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's like at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Starting price of this event for after hours is $180,000.
I mean, okay. I know that sounds like crazy, but honestly, not that bad.
Okay.
$180,000
for the day. 2 to 5 million.
Yeah, if you're gonna close down, you're gonna close
depending on the park and the time of the year.
Yeah, but to get Magic Kingdom,
so like 2 mil would be AK, 5 mil would be like MK, and then you gotta like do the other things on top of that.
I feel like that would almost be creepy, like a day at the like where the parks are like, empty,
party.
Like less than COVID levels, empty.
Oh yeah, I mean,
creepy.
like it would just be you and like whatever your party was. Like
yeah, the 180 is just for the wedding.
Because I'm even thinking like I invite everyone I know. It's still not gonna be
I know
a lot of people there.
I know people who have spent $180,000 on their wedding.
Like people
I don't
that
want to invite everyone I know.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like theoretically, like the people that like I don't have that.
Yeah, $180,000 though. If I'm already spending $180,000 on my wedding, which people do on the reg,
which is ridiculous.
I'm 110 million% doing it at fucking Disney.
Yeah,
if it's a like, oh, I'm spending
that is an obscene amount of money. I can't.
And that's in the wedding industry, not that much, honestly. On my little stupid...
Whose $180,000 wedding have you ever been to?
My boss's Indian wedding that was across 4 days in Florida. That was easily $180,000. If
anyone's looking to throw a wedding like this and you don't have a wife and you're really looking to plan something like this, please let me know.
Shanira is volunteering to be your wife.
I'm willing to marry for money.
Having been married and planned a wedding, even my teeny tiny little, like, I'm spending the least amount of money I can, still cost us $5,000. And that was like elopement style. When we were actually planning a wedding, we were pushing $50,000 to get the church, get the venue, get catering, and we were gonna have less than
that's
100.
Triple.
That we were gonna have less than 100 people. Like,
it's asinine, absolutely asinine.
And that was like, okay, well, how cheap can we get this? And like, what days how late in the year can we get this? And like, where on the off season can we get this to like keep the prices down? It was crazy. And then I had a complete panic attack when they were like, oh, you're probably gonna have to wear a cathedral veil in the Catholic Church because, you know, you have to have your shoulders covered. And I was like, that's not fucking happening. So I don't know. I don't know what we want to do about that. So if you're really set on having Catholic wedding in the Catholic Church, it is very easy to spend $100,000 on a wedding. Not to say that that is like ideal, but it is not unheard of.
Not to say having $100,000 to spend on a wedding is super obtainable.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was very much like yeah. But I'm just saying, if I'm already like pushing into the like 6-figure mark for my wedding, I might as well just dive into it, go 200,000 and then just have your wedding at Disney after hours and just have a private wedding. I think that that wraps it up. Anything else? Any other points? Shanira's going to Disney. We'll be there for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I'll have stickers and bracelets
And
Valentine's for the cast members. So if you see me, say hello.
Yeah, she's going by herself again.
Unfortunately, by myself.
And then Megan's going in March. Yeah. So I think next time we're gonna be doing some. I don't know what park we're gonna do next time. We'll figure it out. We did we did MK. We have 3 more parks to go. Be doing this again for those parks. We might have to combine a couple depending on, you know, how much we talk about, because some of them are a little lacking on experiences. So Perfect Park Day might be really short. And then we have Mr. Unofficial Mason. We're going to be recording with him in a couple of weeks. Super excited. Again, go check out Grimm. It's a Haunted Mansion adjacent podcast. Very, very cool. He wrote and directed it and has some really great voice actors in there. Lots of Disney people, Disney influencers from around the social media sphere playing in there. So it's really cool. I'm really excited to have him on. As we get closer to certain things, we're keeping an eye out on Disney news and what things are being announced, and we're gonna kind of I'm gonna keep going back and referencing our predicting the future thing and see how close we were. Like us, review us, rate us on all the things, share. We are technically officially on YouTube now. YouTube Music. We don't have any videos. If I can make it work, we will probably have the video from our recording from Cast Candids up. Yeah. I think we're gonna call it an evening. So with that, keep dreaming and keep believing, besties. I'm Cass.
I'm Shanira.
And I'm Megan.
And you are the magic. It was like
moving our drinks. What did you just do?
Smacked her head on her mic.
Ouch.
It like rotated and everything. Okay.
BRB Doing Disney is an original podcast produced by the hosts. Additional support provided by our friends and family who we love very much. We're so grateful for you guys. Original logo created by JG Designs. Intro and outro song called Winner by Max KO Music was remixed by myself for the purpose of this podcast. BRB Doing Disney is not affiliated with Disney or its IPs, and the opinions expressed herein do not reflect that of the company or its employees.